welcome back. And now we are at the EX video. As I mentioned in the finale, yeah, you can use the Doomerangs as much as you want now. And you get 2 of them, even though you only got 1 in the previous update. But whatever. It's cool. They're remote control exploding boomerangs. But enough about that. For beating the game, we actually get ourselves a nice little bonus world. 2 of them, actually. Okay. Remember when I talked about the picture frames? You know, all those picture frames that were hidden throughout each world? Well, how about an entire stage, how about an entire 2 stages dedicated to nothing but that? And they are spread out throughout this entire stage. I'm not getting all of these, because I didn't bother getting all the picture frames in the previous stages either, so yeah. But hey, it's still pretty cool. It's neat. But again, like I mentioned in prior updates, just because I'm not going for all the picture frames does not mean I'm not going to show you what happens when you get all of them. Because thankfully, the cheat codes that I've been using in this series, hey, they unlock all the gallery options. Which is what these picture frames are for. It's just for an art viewer. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's some pretty interesting art too. And also the theme is just very relaxed. I like it. But yeah, kind of touch upon what I was saying in the finale. Yeah, I enjoy Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. It's a pretty fun game. Again, it's not like it's Mario or Banjo-Kazooie or anything like super high budget, but you know what? Like I've been saying, a lot of love and care, a lot of effort went into this. You know, I appreciate that. These games are pretty fun. I enjoy them. And I played a little bit of Ty 2 before this, and yeah, I'm already enjoying it. So, that'll be another series that I do. Maybe sooner as opposed to later, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, since they've kickstarted the first 2 games, maybe they'll be able to do the 3rd one. That'd be pretty nice. Get ourselves the entire Ty trilogy. And potentially Ty 4. But then again, I think Ty 4 is like a weird one. That's, you know, not nearly as good as the other ones. I don't know. It's like a weird side-scroller thing. Yeah, the Doomerangs are cool, but for the time being, there's not really much to use them on. It's kind of cool to be able to have like an eagle-eye view of the entire stage, but still, combat was never really a big thing in Ty, and also the Kaboomerangs do a lot bigger explosions, both up close and far away. But they look cool. And fun fact, hey, now that we've gotten to the finale, yeah, a lot of those characters that you saw, Ty's parents, Sly, heck, even some of the NPCs that we've hung around in this game, they make a reappearance in Ty 2. I mean, I guess they'd have to, since you're doing a sequel. Be kind of weird if you went through this entire game and then Ty just never saw his parents ever again. Oh yeah, and another thing. Ty 2 has a lot more NPCs than the first game. Like a lot, like an entire town full. Granted, not all of them are story important, but you know what? It's a lot of characters on screen. Again, Ty 2, and I suppose by extension Ty 3, are just bigger. Just much bigger games. And it shows. It's a much bigger connected world in Ty 2 than it is for Ty 1. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to doing that series. Oh, boy. Yeah, and the cheat code does not let you find all the picture frames. Again, invisible collectibles. No, thank you. No, thank you. They're hidden everywhere. And even if I got all the picture frames on these bonus worlds, I still probably wouldn't have all of them from the other stages. And the solution to these problems is just easily done via a cheat code. But I'll at least show off the bonus worlds. Ever so slightly. But then again, you don't really need all the picture frames to get 100% on this game. Getting all the golden cogs, the thunder eggs, the opals, the bilbies. Yeah, that adds up to the 100%. But picture frames? No. No, it does not. Which is handy. I don't even think it does the Crash Bandicoot thing where it puts you like over 100%. I mean, technically it does, but it doesn't show. Ah! That is an awful noise. That is an absolutely awful noise. Oh, no thank you. Ah. I don't even know how to get up there. Again, doesn't really matter. We're just going to move on to the other bonus world, and we'll just see what it looks like. And then we'll move on to the other stuff that you get for, you know, beating the game and getting all the collectibles, and getting all the picture frames. So hey, more or less the same stage, but at nighttime. I don't even think there's that many Zappy Rang puzzles to deal with. There's like 3, and one of them's in a bonus world after you've beaten the game. I mean, I guess it's the last elemental rang that you get, but still. I don't know. Could have used it a bit more on Cass's Pass, or, you know, had a few more stages to use it, but whatever. The elemental rangs make a comeback in Tai 2, so who knows? Maybe we might be able to use the Zappy Rangs more for puzzles in that game. Again, I haven't played that far into it. I just got a little bit in there to kind of get a decent gist of what I was going to be dealing with. These playthroughs are relatively blind, mind you. Relatively in the sense that I use cheat codes to kind of circumvent, you know, having to look all over the place for stuff. And Tai 2 does have a lot of collectibles, hidden and or otherwise. But it seems like that game might be a bit more action-oriented than this one. I might be wrong. Maybe that's Tai 3 I'm thinking of. Anyway, Tai 2 has giant robots. Well, it has essentially ride armor from Mega Man X. And I'm always down for that. Ride armor's awesome. Ah, that noise is awful. It just reverberates all over the place. No thank you. All right. Well. Well, that did nothing. Anyway, let's just move on to all the extra stuff, shall we? If you guys want to take a whack at the bonus world, be my guest. Let's look at the extras now, shall we? For example, the gallery. This is what... Look at all the stuff you get for getting all the picture frames. Concept art. And there's a lot of it. Jeez, Ty's mouth is huge. And also, he looks weird without pants. Who is that character? I think that might be a prototype Shazza.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about.
Yeah. Yeah, these all look pretty nice. Why are the Bilby's noses not attached? They're just floating off.
Why don't you have another go, you mug?
Boss Cass is pretty fun. Yeah, that must be like a prototype Shazza. I prefer the one that we got.
Your time, mate. Now listen to this.
Well, I guess those are the leeches. They're creepy. I don't... Ugh. No thank you. Whoa!
Kids these days. Computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives you mad.
Was that a stage in the game? I don't think it was. Again, a lot of this is just concept art, so some of it probably didn't make it into the game, or it got reworked. I don't like the image of Ty without pants. It's weird. No thank you. Stop. Of course, I did concept art of the toilet paper. Error.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about. Why don't you have another go, you mug?
Yeah, this audio track kind of loops.
Now listen to
It
this.
kind of loops ever so slightly, so I'm trying to go through these relatively at a decent pace, so you don't have to hear Maury saying the same thing over and over again. Whoa, those are cool.
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, that drives you mad.
When were those a thing? I feel like there was a power-up for Ty that let him do an enhanced bite, but I never got it. I feel like that's just something I just never saw. Here's all of our boomerangs. Yeah, the kaboomerangs are great. Mega rangs are pretty good too. Very useful. Infarangs, I didn't really have to use them all that much. Chronorangs, I barely even touched. Sorry. If they're really cool, let me know, but otherwise, I'm sorry I didn't get to use them in this game. Maybe they show up in Ty 2, and I'll use them there. Doomerangs are awesome, though. At least design-wise, I like them.
Why don't you have another go, you mug? You took your time, mate. Now listen to this.
Yeah, the sea mines were never really that big of an issue. Also, yeah, that looks a lot cuter than what we actually got. His eyes aren't connected. Ah! Oh yeah, the eels were not great. I didn't, they were spooky.
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, that drives you mad.
I like some of the faces they put on these little crab things. They're so angry. He looks so happy.
Righto, Ty, there's no point in mucking about.
I'm not sure if Ty 2 has all this stuff in it as well. I assume it would. I assume it would. But as far as like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If it does, then hey, I'll show that off too. But this is a lot of concept art. 250 bits of it too. Which is why I use the cheat codes instead of looking for invisible collectibles.
You took your time, mate. Now listen to this.
When did that show up in the game? I don't remember when a giant hawk was in the game.
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, that drives you mad.
Oh, so that's what it looks like. And that is a buff-ass bunyip. Didn't really have to use it all that much, but still looks pretty cool. Little Nettie. Oh, and there's regular Nettie. They made him out to be more of a character. Who is this now? Never saw that character before. Yeah, they made Nettie to be more of a character, but he never showed up again. Just in that one stage. And that was it.
Why don't you have another go, you mug? took your time, mate. Now listen to this.
Rang in stone. Yeah, that does look pretty cool. I like it.
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives you mad.
Oh, there's all the little koalas. And they all have names. Aw. Oh, that thing. Yeah, I did not much care for that. And the kangaroos only kind of showed up in like 1 or 2 stages.
Righto, tight. There's no point in mucking about.
There's so many goofy eyes and eyebrows on these things.
Why don't you have another go, you mug? You took your time, mate. Now listen to this.
Oh, that's a galah. That's what everybody was comparing Boss Cass to. I mean, kind of, sort of. Still, it's a little mean to the galah, isn't it?
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives you mad.
Yo, Crikey the shark looks pretty sick. Look at that! It's got like jet turbines on its back. Oh, that thing is awful. And there's just a sheep. Oh yeah, these wombat rivals who weren't really that big of a challenge.
Righto, tight. There's no point in mucking about. Why don't you have another go, you mug? You took your time, mate. Now listen to this.
Okay. Never saw that character either. I know I said that a few times, but I guess they just had to cut some characters out.
Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives you mad.
Oh, I do like the touch for the invisible boxes, though. Because if you notice, like, when I was doing the bonus world, some of the, when you break the boxes, they still kind of obscure the picture frames because, like, the glass thing they had on top of them was causing the, you know, invisibility. So that's pretty cool. I like that touch. Her name was Shadow, by the way. And Sly's boomerangs were called the Deadly Rangs. And there was her. I think her name was Fluffy. I think that was Fluffy that we were dealing with. She pops up in Thai too. Like right off the bat. And here's Ty's collective family and whoever these characters are. Yo! Ooh, that one looks cool. Alright. Well, let's move on to the other stuff. Like, you can watch all the cutscenes again if you want. Or you can watch the outtakes and some other stuff.
That was an accident. Ty, you'll need this.
Aha.
Uh-oh. G'day, Shazza.
What did I do to you?
Alright. Pretty goofy, but whatever. Here's the 2002 version of their logo. They put in a video for everything. Hey. Initial Thai prototypes. Yeah, it definitely came a long way. Clearly using the multi-ranks. Whoa, okay. Just machine gun fires him from his face. Oof. The no music part makes this very eerie. I keep bringing up Jak and Daxter, but this stage reminds me of the swamp level from Jak and Daxter. Oh, updated demo. So the opals not only look different, but they had a different sound effect too. Like, even the lives look different. What is that? Like a compass? Oh, look. So they made a model for that character, who I assume, again, is prototype Shazza. Cool. First pitch. She seems so nonplussed. Ty's kind of a jackass. He just knocked her out of it. He just knocked him out of his hands with a boomerang. Ty, the Tasmanian tiger. All right. Second pitch. All right, let's see what we got this time. Whoa, and they had a vehicle segment that you could drive. That's something that wouldn't be touched upon until Ty 2. Huh. All right. And then we got the E3 trailer. Which, yeah, now we actually see some of the stages that made it into the game. Although the opals are still a bit different. But definitely a lot closer to the, like, final product. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, who knows? I'll find something new to play. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next series. Until then, see ya.